Welcome. This is Ignite Kingdom Talk. Make the marketplace the miracle place.
Guys, welcome back to Ignite Kingdom Talk. It just keeps getting better. Doesn't it keep getting better? It does. So guys, this is fun. We're still here at NRB. There's so much stuff going on. Dennis Fedoruk and his son Justin, they are here with us. Guys, we're pumped. And Dennis is one of my best friends. He's a nut. The guy's a nut. And
we met at NRB, right?
We met at NRB.
Yeah,
we did.
That's
NRB.
right.
Orlando,
That's right.
I think.
Orlando, you're right. You're right.
God connections.
God connections. And here's the thing I love about it. It's like every time you turn around, we're meeting other business people.
Right.
And it is. You said it. It's God connections.
That's right.
And it's like, already we're doing business together.
Right.
We've got bigger plans that we're talking about that's going to happen. And I don't know. So Dennis, guys, tell us about what you guys do for a living. Tell us all about all the different things that you guys have going on.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot of things. The main thing is KMF Global, and that's our fulfillment company. It's third-party logistics, right? So if you have a product, if you're selling anything and you're trying to distribute it to your customers, we do that for you. We ship it out, right? We pick it, we pack it, and we ship it for you, right? So that's one thing that we're doing.
Yeah,
right?
and most importantly, what he's just saying is we do it right. A lot of people have grown their ministry or grown their business to a certain level where they need help now in the logistics of shipping all this out. Well, trying to find, we've learned the hard way and through experience, it's not very easy to find the right company that'll do that well with integrity and will do that on time and within a budget. So that's where we shine. We are ministering to other ministries where we can take their product, get it out to people on time, on budget, and we care about what we're doing. So it's kind of it is a family operation, but we consider our clients to be part of our family.
Yeah. So the product, we don't care what the product is. It can be anything from books to ministry books, those type of things.
Apparel, toothbrushes, you name it. Anything.
And it could be anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, we often sometimes tell people that we're like a mini Amazon, because it doesn't really matter what's in the warehouse. What matters is taking care of that client and getting that product to that client's customer and making sure we get it on time, make sure it arrives safely. That's what we do.
Yeah. So,
and you're very thorough.
Yeah, we've used them a couple times already,
We
right?
pay attention to detail, and like Justin will often say, we do it right. We get it.
We want to be the best.
Yeah.
And we do it well. We communicate really well and really often. So I think that's a really important part in the business that we do is communication.
Yeah.
You said we want to do it well, and I believe as Christians we should all have that same tenacity, like to want to do it with excellence, to want to be the best, to want to just say there's something different about that company, like they actually care.
Yes.
And they show that they care in their communications, that there is, we should shine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we always want to operate in excellence at all times. That's the primary focus at how we operate. And Justin mentioned, what do we do? That's one of the things we do. That's one of the largest things we do right now. But the way we got into fulfillment is that we also are content creators. We created our own product line years ago, a children's educational product called Brainy Baby. It's been out for decades. It's still out today. People are, tried and true and won all these awards. But we got into, when we were developing Brainy Baby and some other products, that got us into fulfillment because as we grew and tried to get our product outsourced to other fulfillment centers, we couldn't find anybody that really cared about it or did it right.
Yeah.
So that forced us to do our own fulfillment. And then we had all these other people asking, when they found out we were doing our own fulfillment, they found out that we were doing it and they wanted us to do their fulfillment. So now we are content creators and we're also doing 3PL logistics. We do both.
Yeah. So really, this whole thing started because you found a problem and you brought the solution to it. So, and fulfillment can be, let's face it, it can be a pain in the butt. you know, because if you don't do it right,
Tell the truth. Tell the truth now. That's
yeah,
right.
I mean, you're getting the wrong product out.
Or 5 items all together, packed correctly.
I mean,
in many cases,
a lot of details.
Yeah.
a lot of detail and a lot of
Yeah.
cases of labor of love. I mean, think about it. We're packing boxes, you know, we're making sure, but there's a lot of detail, and you've got to enjoy what you're doing, and you want to make sure that customer has a really good experience. So you just have to have that right attitude, and these are important, and you know, we just do it, got to do it right.
Yeah, and it's the thing I love about Dennis and his family. And by the way, Stephanie, his wife, says that she's actually the boss. So let's just get this whole thing straight. So
there's the boss right
We
there.
love her.
So we've got some stuff coming up that we're gonna be doing together, and but how do they find you guys?
How do they find us? They go to kmfglobal.com. We're all over the internet advertising. So really, a lot of the way we get our referrals is our business is through referrals.
Yeah.
Right. So we have an internet presence. You can find Brainy Baby at brainybaby.com. We're on socials, all of them. So.
And what does KMF stand for?
Kiddly Marketing and Fulfillment, because we started in the children's industry, so Kiddly, Kiddly, was our original name. We just abbreviated it now because it really is KMF Global. It is so much more global now.
Yeah.
We ship to all countries around the world.
Well, the scripture that is just dropping when you guys were speaking is the steps of the righteous are ordered of the Lord. And I think a lot of times when you began, you didn't think this was going to be the end goal, but and it's still not the end. The Lord always keeps taking you from glory to glory, and it's like the one with the talents. It's like, okay, you've done this, you've done it well, you've invested, and now I can entrust you with more, and you continue to grow. And I just see the Lord on what you're building, what you're growing, and so tell a little bit, like, Christ in your business. Like, how does that look? Because I know you're such strong Christian people.
Well, I can tell you what we've learned along this has been a journey, and what we've learned is that any business, including ours or any business, our businesses, as business owners out there, your business is your ministry. You don't have to be in a church necessarily, right?
Amen.
We all think of a ministry as a church. Well, we're finding out, especially in the last few years, God's really shown us how we can minister not only to our clients, do a good service and operate in excellence. That's a ministry, but many times we find out our clients have a need, or we don't know what that need is, and we find out about it, or it's revealed, and we'll help minister to them or help them, whatever the need may be, or pray for them. We get that all the time. And then our own employees. We've got 15, 16 different employees, and they all have different levels of needs. Everybody's human. Everybody has a need, whether you're on the client side or the employee side. We want to help people. So we know we can help them with our service, but can we help them personally? And that's a big thing for us.
That's
awesome.
huge. That's huge. So Dennis, you also just built a new facility.
We are. We just moved into a new 50,000 square foot facility, brand new. That has been a real adventure. I think anyone that's out there's built a building before knows what that's all about.
Yeah.
But we're there. We're finally, we're in, and we're real excited about it. And Justin is our general manager. He handles everything operationally on the whole office.
Ignite Kingdom Talk is made possible through the generous support of our Ignite Partner Access members, a subscription-based community offering Christ-centered accountability, encouragement, and growth through small groups. Learn more and take your next step at ignite-kg.org.
So Justin, what part do you kind of play in it? I mean, technology is huge in everything that we're doing. What role do you play, and then what's even next for you guys?
Well, I manage the daily operations of the warehouse. As far as technology, we have our own proprietary software for warehouse management, inventory management, barcode scanning, and all that stuff. So, general manager, I wear a lot of hats, and I, make sure things get done properly and well, and the packages get out, right? As far as next, we've already built one building and we're filling it up, so we need more space. So next,
Wow, what a great problem to have.
it's a good problem to have.
Wow.
So next up is a new building,
Wow.
whenever that is, that'll happen.
Multiplication.
Yeah,
Be
multiplication.
fruitful and multiply.
Multiply, right?
Yeah, I love
More buildings. Possibly, we're looking at different cities. We're looking at putting one here in Dallas. Who knows? We might put one in Omaha.
There you go.
Right? You like that?
That's right.
So, and that's strategic. You know, right now we're very strategic where we are. We're in North Georgia, north of Atlanta by about an hour, but it's very strategic because Atlanta, or I should say Georgia, has invested in a new inland port. That's real important. Some clients will import their items from Europe or from China or wherever, and those containers come in now through the port of Savannah. And we're in a position where that comes into the port of Savannah on a rail car now to the inland port where they stage everything, and we're 25 minutes from that new inland port. So we're very strategically located. Now we'll expand into multiple warehouses, you know, throughout the country. So now we can redistribute those items throughout the country to get quicker, faster service.
That's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. But Dennis, what's in it for you guys?
Wow, good question. What's in it? Well, there's a satisfaction of knowing that we've served people, that we've serviced them, you know, that we run a good business, a profitable business, and you know, I mean, what's the profit all about? Well, God, you know, according to Deuteronomy, God gives us the power to create wealth, so we can establish His covenant, His word, right? So we're excited about that. You know, we support a lot of ministries. We like to take, you know, what we've learned and pass on. In fact, we just had a meeting this morning here on the floor, and the gentleman was asking us, like, we don't, and we look at the same way. We don't like to be just another vendor. We want to be a partner. It's all about partnership. So what we want to do is share our experiences. And he asked, well, can you hook us up, or do you have any wisdom to share in this area? Or do you know somebody in this other area that has wisdom? So they're going around collecting wisdom from people. That's really smart on their part. But we want to be able to offer either, you know, financial help, or maybe we offer service help, or maybe we offer some kind of wisdom or a connection that we know, and we want to pass that on to them to help their business grow. If we all grow together in the ministry of business, we all grow, we all win, right? And that's what it's all about.
And, go ahead.
Well, I look, you know, father, son, and how fun is that? We have our son, he's over around the other side of the booth. And, you know, both of our daughters are very much, they enjoy being a part. And our one daughter does the, what do you call it? Ads, social media
Social media.
stuff. And, but they are so for us. And you just realize how much you need the younger generation.
Right.
Because we're getting up there. We've still got a lot of years left to go. But then when you hear the input of the younger generation and the wisdom and that's on them, that, you know, we didn't grow up during the time that they're growing up in.
right.
So they have a different way of looking at things, reaching the younger generation. And so it's a blessing to have your son, I'm sure, just being able to impart.
Absolutely, because they see things a little differently.
Yeah.
I mean, right down to, you know, helping me program my phone. That's a big help right there, you know, or figuring out some kind of technology. But I'm joking. But no, it's great because he has a different perspective. This generation, you know, he's the 30-something crowd now, and that generation, you know, sees things differently and are focused on different things. You know, I don't want to take words out of your mouth, but his desire to do business might be a little different than ours, but it fits perfectly with our overall mission statement.
Well, that's true. What you're saying is true about young people and technology and new ideas, all that stuff. I'm in business because I like problem solving and serving people. So when you have your own business, it comes with its own unique challenges and, you know, difficulties. So I like to find a way through it. I like to make it happen. That's kind of a motto that we all share.
That's right.
Make it happen. Find a way.
Find a way.
Do it well, do it with excellence, and serve people, right? And those are all good things to me. So it's motivational.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
good.
and the thing is, with Dennis, with you and your wife, and again, I love this next generation that's coming up, and you guys get it. And Dennis, I love about you. Obviously, you're a great friend. You make me laugh all the time.
You make me laugh,
But I got good material. But here's the thing. You're not ready. You're not ready to. So many people you're a little bit older than me, but so many people in our position are kind of looking for that that exit.
Yeah. They're looking for the off
that's a good
ramp,
word.
right? They're looking for that.
Yeah, but it's like you're still ready to go. You're still ready to.
I'm not looking for an off ramp. I'm looking for the next on ramp.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to get in there and go. I don't know what it is, but you know, I don't believe in retirement. I really don't. It's not in the Bible.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe there's you just shift. There's a different, you know, whether it's business or, you know, maybe I'm not doing business someday, but I'll be doing something. I'll either be creating something or I'll be advising or helping somebody and mentoring. So it's just going to evolve from one level to, and it'll be the same with all of us.
Yeah.
I'm just at a different place in life, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. You know, and you think of kingdom. And to me, this is what the kingdom is supposed to be all about. This is
kingdom business. This is what it's all about.
And even when you and I first met, even really before we started, you know, hanging out, you wanted to know what I needed.
Yeah.
And we started, you know, bouncing stuff back and forth with each other, and you wanted to see me be successful,
right?
And vice versa, and the networking. There seems like we need to do a better job, and even as believers, I think we need to do a better job of what networking is, what it's all about, and I think we've kind of fallen off that a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, we have a trademark tagline that we use, that we trademark, and it's on all of our literature, and it says, "Your success is our fulfillment."
Yeah.
You know, and because it gives us great fulfillment, and we're doing your fulfillment. So, you know, that there's a higher calling. Yeah, we're all in business, but you know, you gotta rise to the higher calling, and we're all here to help one another.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I know Justin has a passion for that.
Well, when Craig was saying that about when you guys first met, and it just reminded me of Joseph and his brothers, right?
Yeah.
And how it was so different because there was such jealousy, and they wanted what Joseph had, and instead of being where those brothers could have come to Joseph and said, "Hey, Joseph, I love your dreams. I love what you feel like it's going to happen come your way.
Right.
What can we do to help, you know, your dreams come to fruition?"
Right.
And we are your brothers. We want to stand with you. We want to encourage you. We want to see that unfold.
Yeah.
But instead, they were so jealous
Right.
that they were willing to murder their brother.
Yeah.
And you think even in the church, you know, we're family. We're relation because we're all part of the body of Christ.
Right.
And how would it look so differently? Because what if you'd have come and you met Craig and you'd have said, "Oh, I hope his business fails. Oh, I hope this," thinking that if his business has to fail in order for yours to succeed.
Right.
Instead of looking at it from a biblical perspective and going, "You're my brother.
Right.
And you know what? We're going to have relationship because you're my brother. And how can I help you?" And you look at David, same thing, the jealousy, the betrayal. And so,
Well,
anyways.
that's a great point, and that's what's different about the body of Christ and being in business. Like we just met, Justin was with me. We just met with another company here on the floor that's in the same business we're in. They do fulfillment, different scale, different level, but we've talked to them several times. We talked again today and said, "Look, how can we help you? You know, I mean, we do this. We're in different parts of the country. You know, there's got to be a way we can all help each other and grow." And I think that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know, teamwork. I mean,
Teamwork. Yeah. Yeah.
it's just business, you know, like what matters more is, you know, the spiritual realm, heaven, and Jesus. So all this earth stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what's different about being in business, or it should be this anyway, being in business, in kingdom business, it's really not competitive. You know, I mean, I guess you can say there's competition, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
And we're all on the same team, so how can we help and support each other? Because we all grow, we all learn, and we all benefit from assisting each other. Look, Jesus can fill a boat full of fish. You know, we have no problem getting in clients. We don't really advertise. We just we just get referrals. But other people are doing the same thing, and if we just link up together, like what you're doing with Ignite is beautiful. Getting the kingdom people together and sharing in kingdom principles, right? And we're all supporting one another. That's what Jesus taught. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's so good. Dennis, you've done this for a while. What would be something you could tell our viewers, something that you've learned the hard way that you wish you could change, or maybe you wish you'd have learned it a little earlier on? What would be something you would advise our viewers?
I tell you what comes to mind now, and it's been different levels, but I would say if you're in business, can be tremendous pressure.
Yeah.
You're growing a business. We grew it organically from the roots up. We always get that, do we do that? Do we take an investor? And those are different models. But the one thing I would say is chill. God's got this.
Yeah.
And I can look back that every mountain we faced, and I've been in business 40 years. Okay, and 25 of it in this fulfillment business. But I can tell you, every mountain we looked at, I don't care if it was, a financial need, or a letter from a government institution, or taxes, or whatever it is, whatever. I can look back now and say every one of those mountains turned into a molehill, or maybe completely disappeared. Wow. Literally, it's like, what was I worried about?
Wow.
So it means Matthew 6:33. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't mean be irresponsible.
Yeah.
You have to do certain things, as a business owner, but through prayer and support and other people helping and advising you, it'll be okay. Your business will grow. It'll be fine. Give it to God and let go of it.
And have faith.
Because
without faith, it's impossible to please God.
That's right.
And so if we're worrying that, oh my gosh, I have to do this, or I have to this.
Right.
It's like, be anxious for nothing, but with prayer and supplication, let your request be made known to God.
Right.
And He is going to direct your steps.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean it's always easy, but He's going to make a way.
And fortunately, I've got a son that has that gift, and he was like, Dad, just chill, it'll be okay. So God uses your own family, your own son, to kind of remind you, like, what, it's okay,
Yeah.
So he's already got that gifting.
The peace gift.
It's peace, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So guys, if you're listening to this, here's the thing. I love the way this conversation's going. But if you are in business, or if you were thinking about getting into business, or you're just a business leader, listen to me. Go to ignite-cb.com. There's strategic partners. There's also a mastermind level, and I can't say it enough. I want to be in the room with Dennis and his wife, and in the room with Justin.
And we just met Justin.
And we just met him. He used to have long hair. That's. We'll talk about that later. He was a long hair, but here's the thing. It's being in the room. I can't explain it enough there's something about being in the room with people like Dennis, and just to have that fellowship, just to have that encouragement. So it's a sales pitch or whatever you want to call it, but I'm just telling you, you want to be hanging around. There's so many great men and women of God.
A lot of wisdom.
So much wisdom, and it's better than reading it in a book. There's nothing
except the Bible.
Except the Bible.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, get yourself around great men and women of God, because it's going to help you. It's going to help you with not only your business, it's going to help you in your marriage and with your family. There's so many things. And don't give up. Don't give up, guys, because here's the thing. Your victory's right around the corner. So keep that fight. And just what was the word you said? Chill. What was it? You said chill out, or
just chill.
Just chill.
Just chill.
You just need to chill.
Be at peace and chill.
Yeah.
Be responsible.
Yep.
Do what you're supposed to do. Have a plan. Work the plan. Be diligent. But in the process, do it with joy and be chill.
Yeah.
Responsible.
And trust God.
Be aware, but it's going to be okay.
Oh, that's good.
And trust
Right.
God with
That's
all
right.
your heart.
Yeah.
And lean not on your own understanding.
That's
and
right.
He'll direct your
Yeah.
steps.
In all your ways, acknowledge Him.
Yeah.
Right? That's right.
So good. So good. Guys, we want to thank you again for being part of Ignite Kingdom Talk. This is fun. And guys, it just keeps getting better. Dennis would say that this was the best. His was the best. But guys, we love you, and remember this: your best days are yet to come.
God bless.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Ignite Kingdom Talk. If you're hungry for deeper connection and real kingdom growth, join us for our free monthly Ignite community call, held every second Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central on Zoom. It's a space for prayer, kingdom connection, and practical wisdom from seasoned Christian leaders across industries, owners, executives, and marketplace experts who walk with God and lead with purpose. And if you're ready to go deeper, consider joining Ignite Partner Access. This is where Christian business leaders link arms for accountability, growth, and spirit-led impact through small groups and strategic support. You can find both opportunities and more at ignite-kg.org. If this episode encouraged you, consider sharing it with somebody who's ready to run boldly into their calling. Thank you again for joining us for this episode of Ignite Kingdom Talk. Until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and may His favor ignite your work in the name of Jesus.